Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked Matt Hughes to defeat Thiago Alves. And I'm here to talk about Israel Adesanya versus Sean Strickland, main event for UFC 293. Izzy's 34 years old, 24-2, and he's got 3 inches of height and 4 inches of reach over 32-year-old Strickland, who is 27-5. Look, Sean Strickland, he's earned this title shot. I know a lot of shit had to happen for him to get this one, including Dricus du Plessis being injured or whatever the fuck. And the quick turnaround from his last fight and whatever prevented him from taking this fight. It's Sean Strickland's fight, but he's earned it. And Sean Strickland has stepped up on short notice himself, because even though he was talking about this fight a few months ago, a month ago or so, whatever it was, this fight wasn't supposed to happen. So regardless, he's a guy who would have stepped up anyway, but I'm sure he's been training hard, as has Izzy. And we're going to get a 5-round showdown between these two. Can Sean Strickland win? In the general sense, yeah, but I'm not picking him to win. Sean Strickland, could he knock out Israel Adesanya? He has 11 TKOs and 27 victories. He can do it, but it's got to be the perfect punch. And even then, it shouldn't happen. I mean, Israel Adesanya's got an excellent chin. We've seen him knocked out a few times by Alex Pereira in kickboxing and in MMA. That was more of a TKO, but it can happen. But Israel Adesanya, I think if he lost this one by knockout, it would be the beginning of a bad chin. Or maybe that would go to the Alex Pereira victory, to be fair. But I think it would be kind of like a Luke Rockhold versus Michael Bisping 2 situation, where after that, the bad chin accelerates. The fracture in the chin just spreads, and it turns to shit. But I'm not picking that to happen. I do think Sean Strickland could win a decision as well, but he would really have to be in Israel Adesanya's face and crowding him to the point where Israel can't fight on the back foot, and Israel can fight on the back foot. He's pretty damn comfortable, and without any fucking injuries or whatever, a shit leg kick gone wrong or whatever, I expect him to win this fight with movement. I'm not sure it'll be a decision, to be honest. Could easily be a knockout. But I think Israel Adesanya will be beating Sean Strickland up on the outside. Sean Strickland, he's a guy that I would say has the grappling advantage on paper. But he doesn't have it in him to go for the grappling typically. I know this time he might actually engage in it because of how he shit the bed against Pereira. But even then, Sean Strickland does not have the strength and physicality of Jan Blachowicz. He just doesn't. And even that victory, despite Jan winning clearly, in my opinion, it was pretty close. But I think this one, Sean Strickland's got some nice traits that could beat anybody. But this is the toughest possible matchup for him. And I'm picking Izzy to win. Izzy's been taken down, but he's got really good scrambling skills. He's not like the strongest, most compact Kevin Randleman type of athlete, but he's no slouch at all athletically. And he's just got an incredible work rate where the guy's got cardio deep into the 5th round. No issues there at all. Even when he's beaten half the shit, which he was against Kelvin Gastelum, almost knocked dead in round 4, he still had the grit to make shit happen in round 5, throwing up fucking triangles and whatever as well. But here he's fighting a guy in Sean Strickland that's never out of the fight. This guy's got heart. And he's got real in-your-face grit that not a lot of other fighters have. Not a lot of fighters can pressure you like Sean Strickland will. And it's not the best pressure. It's not like he's beating you up high, down low, and a fake a takedown, whatever. It's more just him marching forward in his Sean Strickland stance, which Israel has actually mocked pretty well, or replicated pretty well. But Sean Strickland is in your face, and that's half a point on the judges' scorecards right away. It's something. He's winning that battle. But here, again, I think he's up against it technically, against a guy that can fight on the back foot like no other, and that might even help him land his best weapon, which is that left hook. Him landing that on the inside, I think that's a good enough weapon to knock Strickland out. Strickland's been knocked out twice. The left hook to Alex Pereira. Not that was in tight so much. And Zaleski dos Santos with the spinning wheel kick, hook kick, back kick, shit kick. And that was at welterweight. It's been done, but in general, Sean Strickland is a very tough guy, and those are two of the deadlier weapons in the sport. Pereira's left hook might be the deadliest, and any sharp striker like Zaleski whipping some capoeira kick, if it lands on your head, yeah, that's probably good enough to knock anybody out. So Strickland on paper should survive this. I don't know if Izzy could get it done, but Izzy's definitely my pick. I'm going with Israel Adesanya, decision or TKO. And I think a TKO, it wouldn't be a volume thing. I think it would be one strike cracking him and then him putting him away. I think Strickland would be rocked as opposed to just beaten down like Strickland did in his last fight to Abasupi and Magomedov. So yeah, I'm going with Israel Adesanya. Doesn't mean I'm not betting on Sean Strickland to win by decision or knockout, but yeah, Israel Adesanya is the pick. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit, and check out my other videos.